The talking points memo is on this tariff success that Donald Trump is having. Could be temporary. Okay, no euphoria. Stock market has not responded. It's kind of flat this week, maybe down a little bit. But the president took a gamble in April, and it has paid off so far. I think that's fair and accurate. All right, so this year alone, the United States government has generated $125 billion from tariffs. Now, that money goes into the U.S. Treasury. I'll explain in a moment. This is up 131% from the same time last year under President Biden, who did not care at all about the trade deficit. Never looked at it, never examined it. He was second worst president ever and ignored most of the problems. And the trade deficit is a problem. Okay. So we called the Treasury Department and they wouldn't even respond to us. Nice, right? Boy, oh boy, those bureaucrats in Washington. Anyway, we did our own investigation, and all of the money so far has gone into the general fund, which can be used for anything the Trump administration wants it to be used for. It's not going to pay down the debt at this moment. I hope it will. And I am going to go on a little campaign to embarrass certain people to get some of this money to pay down that $37 trillion debt, because it's mounting and mounting and mounting. Look, this is going to go into the trillions that the United States is going to get from foreign nations trying to sell products here. So why not pay down a debt with it? Okay. Most Americans who love their country, it doesn't matter whether you're Democrat, Republican, or liberal, or libertarian, doesn't matter, say, that's good. So far, it's working out. But not Senator Charles Schumer, the minority leader. No, he didn't like it. Roll the tape.
Trump would have you believe it's the biggest deal ever. That's his words. Dangling $250 billion of new energy purchases and more in new investments. There's just one hiccup. It's fake.
No, it's not. Schumer's lying. And I very rarely use that word. I usually say he's misleading or he's a propagandist, which he is. But he's just lying. He's just head down reading something that's been written for him by one of his propaganda people. And, I used to have a decent relationship with him. And I run into him from time to time in New York. I have no respect for Charles Schumer. None. He doesn't love this country, in my opinion. He's not looking out for you or me or anybody else. He is a rank propagandist. And again, I don't use this kind of rhetoric. All right, I usually can see two sides to this story. You know that. This guy? Oof. When we are evaluating the economy, it all has to do with how you are doing, the American consumer, because the consumer drives the economy. Yes, we're going to get a lot of investment in here under the Trump plan, and that will provide more jobs for Americans, higher paying jobs too, okay? It'll take a little while because they got to build the plants and they've got to reorganize what it is. But the key is that the money going out of the United States is now declining sharply, which is a good thing. If you know anything about economics, anything at all. Okay. Now, will this last? Will this go into the annals of a successful economy? We'll know by December, because that's when all of the Trump stuff will coalesce. So you will see that it either works or it doesn't. That is a fair barometer, December. But I will tell you that in 24, last year under Biden, the second worst president of all time, okay, the U.S. trade deficit stood at $1.2 trillion. $1.2 trillion, you figured that would get his attention. I don't know how it's going to be in 25 because there's no estimate, but it's down 11% in 1 month, June, the trade deficit. So if you do the math, Trump is winning. And that's the memo. Homeowners, when is the last time you checked on your home title? If your answer is never, then this is for you. Scammers are stealing titles, and your equity is a target. Criminals forge your signature. Just like that, your home title can be transferred out of your name. That's why I partnered up with Home Title Lock, so you can find out today if you're already a victim. Please use my promo code BILL at HometitleLock.com, and you'll get a free title history report. Plus, you will get a free trial of their $1 million triple lock protection. That's 24/7 monitoring of your title, urgent alerts of any changes, and if fraud does happen, they'll spend up to $1 million to fix it. That's HometitleLock.com, promo code